Got ourselves a New York City domestic clash here. Terell Bostic and Mathew. Gonzalez, Bostic from Long Island. Gonzalez from Ridgewood, Queens. There should be a lively one here inside Sony Hall.
This is definitely going to be a fun one there, Dan.
Very lively crowd here. It's definitely a sellout. Standing room only here at Sony Hall. They just saw Arnold Gonzalez, the hometown guy. And I liked what he said there in the post-fight interview, talking about how hard it is to put on club shows here in New York City, especially right in the heart of it in Times Square. We were out of the scene for a while when it comes to club shows, but we're back in a very big way, and it's been a great night of fights so far.
Boxing Insider has been doing this pretty regularly. They have another show coming up in August.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest here at Boxing Insider Fight Night takes place inside of 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Our ringside judges are John Basile, Anthony Lundy, and Marcel Varela. Jamel Antoine is the referee in charge of the action. Our first competitor makes his way to the blue corner at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mathew Gonzalez.
Roll 0-1, Mathew Gonzalez from nearby Ridgewood, Queens. A raucous crowd, as you can hear. We got ourselves a domestic New York clash. Mathew Gonzalez.
His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, approaches the red corner. Here is Terell Bostic.
Terell Bostic, 8-1-0. Wyandanch, New York. I'll tell you what, Henry, this is an all-time walkout music from both fighters.
Absolutely.
Hate Me Now. Now we got Jay-Z take over. Fighters are definitely from New York.
Absolutely. It's a great way to get pumped right as you're walking out.
Tail of the tape. Experience goes to Mathew Gonzalez. The reach to Bostic. Gonzalez 4 years younger. Eight rounds in the welterweight division. Throw up to Matt Compitello and get us started.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, introducing competitors for this 8-round welterweight bout. First, boxing out of the blue corner, from Ridgewood, Queens, New York. Standing 5 feet, 8 inches tall. Weighing in at 140.2 pounds. Entering this contest with a record of 12-0-1. 8 out of his 12 victories by way of knockout. Here is Mathew Lefty Gunz Gonzalez. And his opponent, boxing out of the red corner, from Wyandanch, Long Island, New York. Standing 5 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing in at 139.8 pounds. Entering this bout with a record of 8-1 with a victory by way of knockout to his name, here is Terell Bostic. We go to referee Janelle Antoine for the insurance for both competitors.
Gentlemen, you've been over rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Just touch them up. Come on, box.
Quite the stare down between these two guys.
And no love lost between these two. Welterweights, 8 rounds. Mathew Lefty Gonzalez in the Carolina blue. Terell Bostic in the Duke blue. 2 New Yorkers settling their differences here in the center of the ring. We got our first southpaw of the night, and that is Lefty Gonzalez. That makes sense. Just talked myself right into that one. Seen early on, it's Lefty coming forward, deliberate. It's Bostic moving around the ring. See if that stylistically holds up in this fight.
It's a nice sneaky left hand he landed there on Terrell.
Looks like Bostic lost his legs a little bit. Is it just me or is Bostic's back filled with glitter?
He's shining tonight.
Can't say I've seen that before. Lefty Gonzalez, a local guy here in New York, has been on the fight scene for a while. What can you tell us about Lefty?
Lefty, listen, Lefty is a power puncher, all right? But let that not be deceiving either, because Terell Bostic also, despite him only having 1 knockout, he has dropped his last 2-3 opponents in the ring. And Lefty, though he has been inactive since 2021, he has stayed in the gym and helped as a sparring partner for Teofimo Lopez, for Amanda Serrano, and for Jermaine Ortiz against Lomachenko.
Yes, you heard that right. Amanda Serrano spars men, and she does damage. I've heard stories from my podcast partner, Chris Algieri, about Amanda Serrano taking it to her male counterparts in the gym.
Bostic is doing a good job in using his footwork to try to stay away from the heavy hitter, Gonzalez.
Yeah, we're starting to see a pattern here. We're seeing Lefty come forward, trying to land those power shots, and Bostic saying, I don't want to get hit with those. I'm going to be on my bike, because that kind of is like a derogatory term in boxing, but he's moving. He's a mover.
He's definitely moving. He's laser focused. Nice check hook there by Terell Bostic.
Lefty hasn't landed anything of note yet, but he's closing that distance. He's getting closer and closer. This is the chess match that I like to see. Is how is Gonzalez going to close that distance? And how is he going to get to Bostic, who is clearly in here to move?
When I asked Lefty yesterday for his prediction for this fight, he predicted a stoppage and said that if Bostic chose to box around, the stoppage will come later in the fight. If Bostic decided to stand there and fight, the stoppage will come early.
I think we know what Bostic's going to do.
Continue moving around, so it seems.
You can see Lefty getting a little frustrated there.
Absolutely.
Take a look into the corner of Bostic, like, come on, man.
Brilliant boxing by Bostic there.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is, but is it going to win you rounds?
I mean, he definitely seemed to land the cleaner shots.
Bostic?
This round, I would say,
Okay.
yes, absolutely.
You had Bostic winning the first.
I would give the first round to Bostic.
I think that might be our first B-side 10-9 of the night, unless you gave Minora one of those rounds. It's interesting to see what the judges look for. You see this a lot in the high-level boxing. It's the guys that are coming forward, even if they're not landing, are winning rounds. You see it all the time in high-level championship fights. Guys like Gervonta Davis, Jamel Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, they don't throw a lot of punches, but they walk forward, they move forward, they're giving the impression that they're looking to land something. Right. And I've seen, it's hard to get into the mind of a judge, but it's one trend that I'm seeing, and it's one pattern I'm seeing, that judges are awarding the fighter that's coming forward. And it's very clearly Lefty Gonzalez in this fight.
Yeah, the boxing judges is always subjective on how they make their decisions. But I think it's pretty clear that Bostic is making Lefty miss a lot so far.
First big right hand lands from Lefty Gonzalez, and he follows it up with another right. And a left to the body. Distance starting to close here. This is why I love boxing, Henry. It's styles. Bostic, a mover. Gonzalez, a hunter. So whose game plan's gonna work? And the best thing about the sport is you usually figure it out by the end of the fight.
Ooh.
Here on the inside is where Gonzalez wants to be. I feel like when he's in those clinches and in those inside parts is where he's got to do damage.
That's definitely where Gonzalez will have the most success, is to pin down Bostic. Good right hook by Lefty Gonzalez. Bostic smiling. That's usually an indication that it was a good punch.
I want to see Bostic land something of note here. It's very hard to land something sharp when you're on your back foot. You got to be planted to land something. I think he's got to land something here to get the respect of Gonzalez.
I would like to see Lefty try to cut the ring off a little bit better. He seems to just be following Bostic around, giving him the space so that he can move freely.
How do you cut off? You hear that all the time in boxing. Cut up the ring, cut up the ring. You know, so Gennady Golovkin was one of the best to ever do it. Mm-hmm. How do you do it? Like, take us through it.
So the way you cut off the ring is that you don't want to go where you basically want to take a step towards where your opponent is going to be. Don't follow him around to the destination, beat him to the destination. And then as you're doing that, you slowly close in on the space to take away so that you can control the geography of the ring and take away the space so that there's no more space for your opponent to move around freely.
So it seems like Bostic is moving to his left a lot. So you want to see Gonzalez get out in front of that left.
Absolutely. So right there, see, he should be closing in on him just a little bit more by sidestepping. And therefore, once he closes in on the step to Lefty's right, Bostic is going to be moving towards his right. Therefore, you can close in as you step back to Lefty's left. Lefty's left.
Lefty's left. Here we are. Bostic, I don't know if you saw there, he kind of did an Olay, a matador. But I don't know, like, it's not going to win you rounds. I'll go back to it. Is that you're going to win rounds by just making your guy miss? You got to make him pay.
Absolutely. I feel like this round definitely Gonzalez was a bit more successful. Simply because he landed, I felt Bostic definitely spent a lot of time moving around, not enough throwing.
So through 2 rounds, you got it 1-1.
1-1 so far on my scorecard.
Nice. A great crowd here at Sony Hall. I hope everyone is enjoying a free night of fights on Boxing Insider YouTube page, brought to you in conjunction with Lou DiBella and Larry Goldberg. We've had some great fights already tonight. Raymond Quadrado picking up a decision win. Arnold Gonzalez picking up a decision win. We still have our main event, Hammer and Hank Lundy taking on Kurt Scooby. 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Brian Sabayo, one of the most decorated amateurs to ever come out of New York City, is in our co-main event. We're going up against Mitch Lewis Charles.
So far, some very entertaining fights we have here tonight.
As you can see this wide shot, it's just, this place is crawling. It's packed to the gills. A great night of fights. Lefty Gonzalez in the light blue trunks. Terell Bostic in the dark blue. It's been Bostic moving around the ring, being elusive. Lefty Gonzalez trying to establish the center of the ring, trying to land those power shots. He's gotten through a little bit with the right hand. Haven't seen him land that power left yet. Only a matter of time, I believe.
Just misses with that right hook. Bostic comes back with a right hook. Body shot of his own.
And do you believe in ring rust?
You know, I do. I do, because what happens is that when you're under the lights, it's a little bit different than sparring. You know, the feeling is different, the pressure is different, your mentality is different. So it takes a bit to kind of like snap back into that mode. especially when you've been off for quite some time.
Gonzalez has been off since 2021. Like you said, a regular sparring partner of some of the biggest names in the sport. But it's different. It's different making that ring walk. It's different waking up knowing, hey, I have a fight tonight, going through that rituals.
Absolutely. And you also got to understand that the urgency in sparring and the urgency in the fight are two different things.
Gonzalez sporting a little bit of redness and swelling underneath his left eye. Tell you what, Bostic is slippery, man. He is hard to hit.
He's definitely hard to pin down. And you can kind of almost see the frustration in Gonzalez.
Not to sound like a broken record, but Bostic is frustrating Gonzalez. I'm just not sure if you can win rounds moving around the ring, landing 5 to 7 punches around. But it's not like Gonzalez is landing anything of note either.
Absolutely. So it's like his 5-7 punches that he's landing compared to the 2-3 good right hook that Gonzalez caught him with.
The ring generalship is one of the criterias of scoring. If you were to look up what the judges actually look for. So who is winning the ring generalship battle here, in your opinion?
I would say that Bostic so far, it's 50-50, I'd say. They each have their moments. Bostic, when he moves and lets his hands go, it's very, it works for him. But then when Gonzalez catches him with those 2 shots, those 1 shots every now and then, obviously there's a slight bit more of an impact than Bostic's punches.
Yeah. As long as there's swelling under the left eye of Gonzalez, but a little bit of blood coming from the nose. Not really stopping him from coming forward. A little bit of uppercut thrown there from Bostic. Not sure if it landed. Another close round. These are really, really hard rounds to score.
Absolutely. But I would think I would give this round to Lefty Gunz. I think he landed the more impactful punches here.
Through 3 rounds on our unofficial scorecard, it's Lefty Gonzalez up 2 rounds to 1. (29-28). What's going on in the chat? I haven't checked in a while. Off strength says uppercut wide open for blue. Off strength doesn't like Bostic moving too much. 20-18 Lefty. That's after the second round. Got to catch up. Salute to the ring girls. Yes, always. Good call, Kyle. Round number 4. We're halfway through an 8-round bout in the welterweight divisions. Terell Bostic in the Pepsi blue shorts, and it's Mathew Gonzalez in the Carolina blue shorts. The southpaw Gonzalez is starting to find a home a little bit. Once again, chasing Bostic around the ring. There, he's trying to switch it up right there. As Bostic finally lands something of note.
Nice right hand.
That was a clean shot from Bostic, the cleanest of the fight. How many miles do you think Bostic has moved around in that ring?
He's definitely been moving a lot tonight. But honestly, I think it's working in his favor because he knows he won't benefit in exchanging with someone as strong as Gonzalez.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Listen, everyone knows their strengths. It's not easy to move around like that and still pick your spots where you're going to land a right like you did earlier. If everyone fought the same, it would be a pretty dull, boring sport. Right hand from Bostic. Catches the attention of Lefty Gonzalez. Lefty getting frustrated with the rabid punches. Mathew Gonzalez, 13 fights, 8 knockouts. Hasn't fought since 2021. Bostic, on the other hand, only has 1 knockout in his 9 fights. And you can see why. It's just not his game. Hasn't tasted a defeat in his career. Oh, yes, he has. Excuse me. 8-1-0. I
would like to see Lefty try to follow up after he lands a shot on Bostic. He usually just lands a shot. So far, he's been just landing a shot and then just kind of stops there.
Upcoming tonight, our main event, Kurt Scooby and Hammer and Hank Lundy. Coming up tonight in mere moments, but we're watching a good one here in the welterweight division. Terell Bostic and Mathew Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the prototypical power puncher. Bostic, the mover, the boxer. Bostic having probably the best round of the fight for him. Landed 2 clean shots early on. It's one of those fights where you can count on one hand the clean punches.
Ooh, nice left hand by Lefty there.
Bostic comes back with an uppercut. Oh, Henry, I'm asking you again. Go to your scorecard. How did you score round 4?
I would give that round to Lefty Gonzalez. I thought he finished strong. He had a few good moments, as did Bostic, but I think that the way he closed out that round right there with those 2 hard shots might have just solidified that round for Lefty Gonzalez.
Well, Lefty Gonzalez up 3 rounds to 1 on our unofficial scorecard. These are very close rounds. Neither guy really establishing themselves. Bostic moving around and also hot-shotting Gonzalez. Gonzalez having his moments, but not enough, and he'll probably tell you the same. Close fight. Blue Dub Boxing, is Steve Willis doing any fights tonight? I hope. I haven't seen Steve Willis. I got a selfie with Steve Willis at the Teofimo Taylor fight. I'm going to frame it and put it in my living room. Steve Willis is my favorite referee. Close fight.
Very close fight.
Sleeper is saying the commentators are trying to make it sound like Bostic is in the fight still. Bostic is in the fight.
Absolutely. I would say he's definitely in the fight.
He's not
as
close.
active, but the movement is still there. Movement is still there. He's having some success every now and then when he does throw his shots.
Gonzalez can erase all doubt with a
good left
nice
hand
left
by
hand.
Lefty Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez can erase all doubt and make this a demonstrative win in the next couple rounds. But for now, Bostic is surviving. It's not my particular style that I like, but I respect it.
And, you know, that's the beautiful thing about boxing is that it comes down to being subjective, you know. Some people appreciate the movement, the technique. Other people want to see, you know, an all-out brawl. Some people like the aggressive fighter.
For a guy like Lefty, you got to figure out how to beat a mover, because you're going to see all different styles as you want to rise the ranks.
I think one way to step towards that, I think Lefty has to throw a little bit more than just a single shot. Follow it up with that right hook every now and then when he connects that left hand like he did earlier. He's starting to find a home for that left hand.
Bostic starting to open up.
Wow, look at those body shots. Wow, he gets caught right there.
And as Bostic hammers to the body, Lefty comes back with a left upstairs. Things are starting to heat up here at Sony Hall.
Crowd's on their feet.
Good gracious, it's loud in here. I love it. A hip toss there from Mathew Gonzalez. That's frustration. It's pure frustration. That was a WWE hip toss. Referee gives Lefty a stern warning. A fight has broken out here in round 5.
Another left hand by Lefty Gonzalez.
More theatrics here.
Lefty trying to use every trick in the book here, eh?
I mean, you see the frustration on his face, the hip toss. He looks like Lefty's a guy that he wants this fight to be going a little differently. Good round there.
Very exciting round. Very exciting round. I will give that round to Bostic. I think Bostic has a little bit more of successful moments there than Lefty did.
This was the best exchange of the round. Bostic landed a shot there, and you're going to see a counter shot right there from Lefty Gonzalez, right on the money. Good two-way action there in round 5. Still to come, Kurt Scooby and Hammer and Hank Lundy. It's our main event of the night. Hank Lundy has been in the ring with everyone from Terrence Crawford to Victor Postal, Ray Beltran, and many more. Kurt Scooby is up and coming. 11-0 at 9 knockouts. He has just signed to DeBella Entertainment. You've seen him on Showbox. Brian Sabayo is also in action, our co-main event. We got this fight, we got Sabayo, and then we got our main event. Lefty Gonzalez in the light blue trunks, Terell Bostic in the dark blue. Bostic not moving around as much. Legs might be getting a little tired, or maybe it's a game plan. Second half of the fight, I'm going to stand and trade a little more. Do you think it's the fatigue, or do you think it's a game plan from Bostic, or both?
I think it's too early on to really say, because it's now that he's standing his ground. Could also just mean that it's time for him to start walking Gonzalez back a bit.
Danny G wants to know, what did Lefty do to win that round? Well, he didn't win the round on Henry's scorecard. Bostic won the last round on our unofficial scorecard. Rabbit punches there. It's getting a little feisty in there.
It definitely is.
Referee doing a good job, though, of limiting that. If it keeps up, you're going to have to take a point away. I don't know from who. Bostic firing off a jab now. Seeing a different wrinkle from Bostic. I like this. Very drastic turn from what we saw in the first 4 or 5 rounds, moving around in there. He's standing in there, and Lefty, I feel like, is a little, like, I wouldn't say surprised, but like, oh, wait, now he's standing in front of me. I got to take advantage of this.
I mean, you would think that Lefty would take a little bit more advantage now that he's a bit more stationary. But Bostic is still pretty accurate with his shots. Good right hand by Bostic lands there.
Under a minute here, round 6 of 8. Bostic doing a pretty good job here, standing his ground, firing off shots. Lefty not able to get any offense going in this round. Another tough round to score. Oh,
good uppercut.
It's up there. It's hanging in the balance this final minute. Final 30 seconds, I should say. Referee giving more instruction. I missed it. Pushing him down. We're seeing everything. Hip tosses, trying to throw him out of the ring. Rabbit punches, pushing down on his head, like right there. Referee's getting his money's worth tonight. Round 6 comes to a close.
I give that round to Bostic. I think he did have very good success there when he stood stationary, waiting to counter Lefty Gonzalez.
Bostic chose to stand and trade in this round. Oh, that's what the clear, you can't hold the head down and hit. I think Gonzalez is super frustrated.
You can definitely tell that he's starting to get a little frustrated in there.
What's the chat think? Who do you think's winning this fight between Bostic and Lefty Gonzalez? Seeing Lefty ain't doing what he's supposed to do, but he's still winning the round, says Sleeper.
They're definitely close rounds. And I think what makes it very close is that neither one of the fighters are super active.
Zay Greedo says Lefty won a lot of the early rounds just off being more active. I agree. Bostic got up to a slow start, but he's picked it up. Who'd you give that last round to?
I gave that last round to Bostic. I thought he had a very good success countering Lefty.
So you have it even through 6.
So far.
We got ourselves a tight one here. Sony Hall. Terell Bostic in the dark blue trunks. Lefty Gunzalez in the light blue. Dan Canobio here alongside New York City trainer Henry DeLeon. Good fight. A thinking man's fight. Not a brawl by any means. A mover versus a puncher. What was a mover? Bostic is showing that I can go to the body.
Good body shots.
I can stand my ground, says Bostic.
Good body shot.
Firing off 3 to 4 body shots there, catching the eye of the judges. Lefty's got to do something here, man. He's got to step on the gas because Bostic's starting to seize a little bit of momentum in this fight.
Which is interesting to see with someone who just only has, on paper, 1 knockout. So standing there.
Big right hand from Lefty. Raised Bostic, but it still made him think. A jumping Superman punch. Larry Goldberg is here ringside, furiously writing on his pen and pad. Our promoter alongside Lou DiBella. A raucous crowd here at Sony Hall.
So far,
under a minute to go here in round 7. Bostic hammer into the body. Lefty trying to find openings, not finding them. It's Bostic who's doing the work in this round. Final minute. Director of calisthenics on YouTube has this fight tied up. Zay Greedo says Bostic is more effective in the second half. I agree.
ooh, good left-hander by Lefty.
Final 10 seconds to impress the judges. Fight's tightening up. Lefty fires a right and a left.
Good finish by Lefty here.
When Lefty lands anything, this place goes ballistic.
Wow.
That came after the bell. We have seen almost every foul in this fight. Everything, including a shot after the bell.
Listen, Lefty's mentality right now is I gotta get it however I can get it.
Who'd you give that round to?
You know, I give that round to Bostic. I would say those body shots were very effective in this round.
So you have Bostic up 4 rounds to 3.
Yep.
We're heading into the final round. So Gonzalez wins this round. It's a draw. Gonzalez goes for a knockout. Obviously, he wins the fight. Drama.
It's a close fight based on my scorecard. I think that they're pretty evenly matched at this point. And I would agree with one of our viewers that Lefty Gonzalez isn't exactly doing what he should be doing to be a bit more dominant in this fight. And I think the crucial part there is that Lefty wasn't very successful at cutting Bostic off to prevent him from moving so much.
8th and final round here. Sony Hall. You got Lefty Gomez. Lefty Gomez. That's a picture for the Yankees.
Terell Bostic here switching to southpaw.
Lefty Gonzalez in the light blue trunks. Terell Bostic switching to southpaw in the dark blue, switching it up. He was started off this fight as a mover.
Wow.
Middle rounds, he was standing and trading. Now he's a southpaw. And he just landed a beautiful left.
This guy's definitely keeping Lefty on his toes. Beautiful body shot.
Bostic says, oh, your name's Lefty and you're a southpaw? Watch this. I'll switch to southpaw and land several combinations on you. Whoever wins this round wins the fight, says one of our viewers, off strength. I agree. Crowd is in a frenzy here at Sony Hall with 2 minutes to go in the final round. Is it going to be Mr. Lefty Gonzalez, or is it going to be Terell Bostic? Lefty's, he's got to step on the gas pedal here.
He absolutely has to step on the gas.
Minute 30 remaining.
Wow.
Right hand there lands from Bostic. It's Gonzalez shelling up and firing from the clinch.
If Bostic can pull this win off against Lefty Gonzalez, this will be a remarkable win for his career.
Absolutely. Came in as the underdog.
Absolutely.
A beautiful combination there from Gonzalez. Is it too little, too late? He's finding homes for these punches. Gonzalez is maybe listening to his corner, listening to the crowd, listening to us, Mathew down here. Bostic fires with an uppercut, but it's countered by Gonzalez. This is a close fight. Main event mark.
Beautiful uppercut there.
Final 15 seconds. As the chance of Lefty rain down here at Sony Hall.
They're going for it, man. Last 10 seconds.
Bostic raises his arms like he won the fight. Lefty smiles like, no, dude, I won the fight. We go to the scorecards here in Midtown Manhattan.
Sony Hall is erupting here tonight. What a fight.
A great fight between Terell Bostic and Mathew Lefty Gonzalez. We're going to go to the scorecards. This can go any which way.
I give that last round to Bostic.
So you got Bostic winning this fight, 5 rounds to 3. I could see a draw. I could see Lefty Gonzalez winning a close fight off of ring generalship. I can't wait to see what everyone at home thinks. Let's take a look at what everyone says. Lefty should get the win, says Jason Sugure. A tie, says Mr. 3 times 100. We call that a draw in boxing. Director of Calisthenics, 5'3" Lefty. Razor thin, Josh Friedman, my guy. Shout out to 2 gems on the sport commentary. Appreciate that, Josh. Doc says Lefty won. Clone says Lefty won. Larry Liston says Bostic threw away another round. Sleeper has it 5-4 Lefty despite it only being 8 rounds.
Interesting.
I'm going to head into the ring and try to talk to the winner of this fight, or maybe both guys if it's a draw. Can't wait to see who won this fight.
What a night of boxing has been here at Sony Hall. Every fight so far, entertaining. It's always good to see the sportsmanship these fighters have, despite having the feud in the build-up to the fight. They let it all out of the ring, and then afterwards, friends. Here we go to Mark Capitello with the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the ringside judges' scorecards. Andy Lundy scores the bout 78-74. John Bazilio and Marcel Varela score the bout 77-75 in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, Mathew Lefty Gunz Gonzalez.
There you have it. Mathew Gonzalez comes out victorious. Though by the sound of the crowd, not many people would agree with that. Either way, tremendous fight from both these guys. Beautiful performance.
I'm here with the winner. Raising both arms here. Let's talk to the winner first. Mathew, tough fight. Terrell came out moving right here. This camera right here. No, turn around. He came out moving early on. You were able to find him early and often. First off, did you think you won the fight and rate your performance?
I feel I won the fight 6 rounds to 2, to be honest. Terrell, he's a good fighter. I know he can box. You guys gotta remember something. This is my first fight in 19 months. Anyone who knows my backstory, you know what I've been having terrible luck. Fights falling out. You know, ring rust is a real thing. I haven't fought in 19 months. This young man just fought a few months ago. He's active. And they put me on the B side for this fight. So anyone who wants to know, I actually came in as an opponent. Red corner is always the favorite to win, but we thought we won the fight easy. Anyone who thinks this, I don't take nothing from him. He could box, but this dude was in survival mode the whole fight. You can't win the fight backing up.
Were you frustrated at times? It looked like you were frustrated. We talk about the ring rust, but in the middle of the fight, Bostic, he stopped moving and he started standing his ground. You felt like he was coming on in the later rounds and was able to stand and trade a little more.
Well, his trainer, Jose, is a good friend of mine. I know since I was a kid, he has a lot of experience. I know that he must have told him in the corner, listen, you're down. You got to start backing him up. And Terrell started doing that. He started doing that later on in the fight, but I don't take nothing away from them, man. They're a good team. He's a good fighter, he's a good coach, but I won this fight hands down. Anyone who thinks I lost this fight, go learn boxing, man. Come on.
Been out of the ring since 2021. How active do you want to be in 2023?
I'm hoping to be back here in September. I know Boxing Inside is throwing another show, and we're just going to keep stepping up the competition. In September, you'll see a brand new version of me. I shook the rust off, and we're ready for whatever's coming next.
Lefty Gonzalez gets the win.